All right, guys. We spoke about it for the past 2 weeks because we just didn't know when it was. Last week, Tuesday, we had a Ja Rule versus Fat Joe versus. Okay, I know what I thought about it. What did you, man, think about it?
I apologize to Ja Rule. I apologize because I said Fat Joe. I said, no, Fat Joe's going to have this one. I said he's going to have it. But Ja Rule smoked him. Fat Joe came back in the latter rounds, but it was too late.
Really?
It was too late. Yeah, it was too late.
I'm going to be real. Yeah, you know who the real winner was, isn't it?
Ashanti,
bro.
Bruv,
that was it. She was actually the winner of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she came out on both sides. She came out, I think her following went up.
Nelly started dribbling and tried to go for the hug.
Tried to give her the hug. Nelly,
I want that whole thing back.
They've been beefing for a long time. Like, Ashanti was she won. She even got a Birkin bag out of it. Like, she won, basically. I think her Instagram followers went up tenfold. I think a lot of man forgot it was good food. Yeah, so she won. Remy, I ain't trying to be like that guy, but Remy, well done, Papoose. That's your wife. I'm not going to speak disrespectfully of her, but I respect it highly. Well done,
I respect it.
The other people that came out, Lil Mo, Vida, all of them. It was nice to see you lot. It's nice to see that you're still doing music.
Don't disrespect the team, bro. Don't do Fat Joe, bro.
I wasn't, but you see the whole Fat Joe team.
You can't give Ashanti and Remy the praises then and give Lil Mo and Vida that. Yeah, you know your thing still.
No, it was they did well. They did well, but it's not my car. It's not my bag. It's not my bag.
Lil Mo's a singer, bro.
No, that's why I said they did quality. They did well. I think they did well. But I do think Fat Joe and Ja Rule really tried to recreate the Dipset one, and like they pretended to do fake beef. Yeah, and I was like, okay, it's a bit tired. Fat Joe, whoever did Fat Joe's selection was awful.
I know.
It was awful. You was playing R&B tracks. They used like Ja Rule was playing an R&B track. Then you started playing like one of your unknown hit. I was like, no, go like toe to toe with it. Like, do your selection a bit better than that.
Yeah, his first round was awful. I was like, Joe, what are you doing, bro? Your selection's weak.
Then he took half an hour to get changed. I said, come on, my brother. Like,
no, but he said he was tired. He said he was getting cramps all over. He was getting cramps his belly, cramps his legs. He's like, listen, I needed that time. I needed it. I was fully hurt.
Yeah,
it
was okay. And then I guess the other winner, went and appeared on his third verses, bro.
He's taking a mick in it. He's taking a mick, Jada.
I think he might as well go to Swiss and them, man, and say, look, I want shares, bro.
Come on, like it's no more Swiss and Tim. It's me now as well. Get me.
So I'm hoping. I don't know who they're going to do for the next one, but it was all right. Well,
from the Fat Joe and Ja Rule, Jermaine Dupri hit up Puff like, yo, someone called Puff in it, and Puff was like, listen, man, he said, your arms are too short to box with God. I got love for you, man, but you're not on my levels, G.
Yeah, I think he's a bit rude because I think JD at them times there. If you're going old school, JD he had a lot of people on his roster.
Come on, no, listen, he had like crisscross, bro. I put blue elastic bands in my hair trying to be like crisscross, bro.
Me, you know what I mean? Starving, all of us, primary school, all came on school uniform day wearing the clothes backwards.
Thank you, and I done that as well.
Legendary.
And, the teachers would look at me like, "What the hell are you on?
Yeah,
like, what is this?"
There was, I ain't lie, there was one crisscross song. Shout out Starving. I know you don't even listen to a podcast, but I don't know if you ever remember the song called "I Missed the Bus."
Oh, I missed the bus.
Me and Starving knew that.
And I'll never ever do again.
Bruv, word in the playground. Me and him in the playground. As you know, like our one track had a whole crowd. Everyone used to listen to us with rap. I missed the bus all the time.
I had to wait for my mum to leave the yard, innit? I just turned, but buttoning the shirt because the shirt, bruv, it took me out, but I was there for time, innit? Trying to button. It's like it was one of those press buttons, innit? So I just trying to press it.
You got to button them and then put it on.
Bruv. And then the jeans, zipping it up, doing a belt. Bruv, it was long. But just for the sake of crisscross fashion, you know, man, done it. You get me?
So I think that's what I'm saying. I think JD could. He should have been able to represent.
No, listen, JD's a writer. He's a writer as well.
Yeah.
Like written the whole Confessions album was written by JD. Do you know what I mean?
What's Puffy gonna do? Do you get
no,
bad boy.
Come on, Bad Boy. He's got Bad Boy. Anything on Bad Boy Records.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's a little bit of a liberty because then like
Jermaine Dupri's got So Def, so he can play anything from So Def, Jagged Edge, The Brat, Escape.
But he Puffy wants what do you call it? Dr. Dre in it.
But Dr. Dre, Snoop said Dre's not in that. He's not in that zone. He's not. Dre's not. He's not doing it. That's what Snoop said. He's just not. He's not.
But that's why I feel like Puffy just said it. You know the ones there, like he said it. He knows that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But didn't Dre recently come out of hospital? Well, last year sometime.
Yeah. The signs, some brain sign. But yeah.
And then obviously he's going through the divorce thing as well, and blah blah.
Yeah, he says he's starting the headspace to do that stuff.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
But yeah,
I don't know what the next one is, but apparently I think Diddy. I don't know if you might saw, but Fat Joe does a talk show on Instagram Live, innit?
Okay.
And on the talk show, he calls himself Joe Oprah. Like, you know, Oprah.
Okay, yeah.
Joe Oprah, yeah. And or Jopra, but yeah, he goes. So he does his live thing where he just talks, and Fat Joe's got stories for days in it, and the guests will come on it and he'll just chat with them. So this time it was him, Swiss, and JD. Was it JD? No, so it's they're three chatting on the live about verses and blah blah blah. And JD was like, listen, I'm waiting for Puff scared, blah blah blah. He knows I got countless hits, blah blah. And then Snoop came on. The Snoop was like, come on, man, like somebody tell Puff to come on this. Why is he dodging JD for? Because that's what Snoop said, that Dr. Dre's not in that headspace. He's not gonna do it. And then Puff finally came on. And Puff was like playing all these hits, like, come on, JD. When I put on this, what are you gonna do? He says, I'm not, don't worry, I'm gonna show you my secret rappers. Like, there's no secret rapper, everyone knows your tracks. So Puff started playing his tracks and JD's tracks. Do you know what I mean? Taking the piss. Like, come on, how can you not let, and he was having to go at Fat Joe, like, how can you let this guy not play any of his tracks? I'm playing all my tracks here. What's wrong with him? So they'll go back and forth. JD played one track, Confessions, because you ain't got one R&B artist that sold 10 million. You get me? So like, basically, shut up, and they'll go back and forth. But apparently now, Diddy's agreed for them to do the verses in it. So yeah, okay. We'll see, man.
But you know, what's it got to do with Diddy? I don't understand.
No, because Jermaine Dupri, who can he face? I think he could face Trackmasters.
He needs to fight. He needs to face someone production-wise, like who's got like a label, who's got like a roster of artists.
Because Jermaine Dupri had Social Death, which had Jagged Edge, Bow Wow, The Brat, Crisscross, Franchise Boys. Oh, I think they like me.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they like me. You know that man there.
You right there, yeah.
He had all them. He also had You Ain't Never. I Ain't Never Scared. I Ain't Never Scared. I forgot his name. But all them man there on Social Death. So he's got hits for centuries. And also he writ and produced for Mariah Carey, writ and produced for Usher, writ and produced for so many TLC. TLC was on his label that start as well. So like, you know, he's got hits, man. He's got hits. But Puff has got hits. Do you know what I mean?
So many.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Puff has got. First of all, he's got Biggie. We all know that. Yeah. He's got Locks. He's got
early Locks before they locked off the.
Yeah. He's got but still
Mace. He's got Mace.
He's got Mace. He's got Black Rob. He's got
R.I.P.
French Montana. He's got. He's got so many artists that he can just with super hits.
Yeah. It's funny.
Faith Evans, 112.
Yeah. Bad boy. I've been listening to the audiobook of Prodigy's book. And it was funny because obviously it talks about like Prodigy's like early come up and that. And basically, I don't know, the book kind of talks about Mobb Deep in a certain way that I'd never really ever thought about, to be honest, yeah. Like I didn't know they were like this bad or whatever. But he talks about, it's funny because they talked about stuff like Ja Rule, for example. And like they never really want to fuck with Ja Rule. And then when he signed to 50 and they were part of G Unit and all that kind, it was just like, it was quite, what's the word? Like, you know, like just things that I'd forgot even happened. in the whole rap game. But like I said, it reminded me, Ja Rule's been in this for a long time, bro.
Nice, man. It's nice.
And I mean, Ja Rule did his thing. I'm not gonna lie, he did his thing, and like he came with energy. He did come with energy.
Ja Rule had about 5-6 years, but no one could mess with him.
No, solid.
Before 50, Ja Rule would have been that version of Drake almost. Like, get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like how he called himself a rapping singer or singing rapper or whatever. I was like, bruv, when 50 called you that, you weren't feeling it. So, like, don't try.
No. That was his argument. He said, 50, you're calling me a singer, but you're doing the same shit. You're doing it. That's what you're doing.
But you see what it is? 50, anyway, we'll talk about 50 later when we talk about power. But you see 50, bruv, his work ethic and all the rest of him allowed him to do that, bruv. Bruv, he could just do exactly what you did, put his name on it, but somehow it managed to work.
Yeah, he had the power, man. Honestly, he came with some next power, bro.
Yeah, as I'm saying, if you ever do get to read that book, Prodigy's book, it's good. It's a good.
I've heard about it. It caused a lot of drama. Like he had from that book, a lot of people want to get him.
Yeah, it's a good book, man.
Because he kind of dry stitched on a lot of people.
Yeah, probably. You know that everyone was trying to sensationalize everything, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the Ja Rule, Fat Joe. On a scale of 1 to 10, it gets, I don't know, man, 7.
It just reminded me that Ja Rule has some bangers, man. He has some hits, and he was a good performer as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know what would actually made him win, though, innit? Is if he brought out J-Lo.
Oh, come on, that would have killed Fat Joe.
He would have won.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he would have won. And that's what I'm saying. He would have won. Yeah. R-U-L-E. Yeah, no, he would have won.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I didn't know she was saying that for time.
What did you think?
I thought it was, are you early?
Oh. Yeah, look at Rich. Rich is the confused.
Which is but
do you know what? I'm thinking. I said to myself in my head, do they know we're on a pod?
Do we know we're on a pod?
No, we do though. No, because what are you new Merv? Are you new Merv? Yeah. Merv's left us. So he hasn't left. Merv's taking some time out. Yeah, and you replace Merv the mood. Yeah, I'm not going to talk. These man just chat shit.
I'm just like, when is this ever going to end?
And here we go. All right. You know what
it is. And the maddest thing is, you know, like the verses, it's not even exclusive. It's not even like it only comes on myself and Kel's Instagram.
Exactly.
It is there for everybody to see. Considering we know we're doing it. That's what I'm saying.
He produces music, you know, and he's not into it.
And considering he spoke about verses for 2 weeks, bro, you can't even say, let me even look at the highlights.
Now, listen.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's move on. It's all right, Rich.
Thank God. Thank you.
Because now Rich is going to start talking. Now Rich is going to start talking.
I know.